So hi, Suzzanne.
Hi, how are you?
This is Suzzanne Ponomarenko, a dancer and choreographer who's dancing with us at Unsung Songs of Spain on February 22nd. And we're really happy to have you, Suzzanne. You're such a beautiful dancer.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to be part of the project.
And I wanted to ask you a few questions about creative arts. There's a lot of discussion right now because there's talk about cutting funding for the creative arts, and I'm someone who's always been committed to the creative drive and its importance, and so I'm curious about your thoughts about these things. And so, first of all, why do you think the creative arts are important in people's lives?
I think creative arts are important in all lives, and mostly I really believe that creative arts accesses a different dimension of our humanness. So it's going into something a lot deeper, more emotive-based, more intuitive-based, rather than the thought-based that we are mostly living in. And for children to develop these different skills and for people to actually dive into these things, it's just as important as reading. And creative arts has enabled me to just learn skills in my daily life that I can't even imagine not knowing. I can relate to people. I feel like by diving into my creative art, it allows me to kind of get to know myself more, and therefore I can relate to a greater aspect of society. I feel more sensitive to subtle things that are going around, such as emotions and feelings and energy levels, and it's invaluable. You can't teach that in a school classroom. You have to learn it, whether it's whatever form you choose.
On a more personal level, what is the hardest part of your creative art for you?
That's a great question. The hardest part of my creative art is taking my time. I think in New York, we get in really fast-paced energy, so it's really easy to rush art. And the funny thing is we do have deadlines, and those are to be respected, but you have to let the developmental process be slow, and it kind of takes a life force of its own, and you have to kind of step back and allow it to happen. So when I choreograph, I will have these deadlines, and then I'll be panicking over this deadline, and then the art feels strained. And when I step back and take it slow, even if it's scheduling rehearsals for allow me to not do anything and just not be productive, that is more productive for my artwork. And again, that's something that creative arts teach you, timing and allowing something to happen and just letting flow happen, and then allowing the art to speak for itself when disciplined.
I was very struck the other day when we turned to look at each other at a certain point. You were so incredibly present.
Yeah.
And I could feel myself merge with you. It was very easy.
That's another thing. Yeah, art form is, it forces you to be present. If the minute that you aren't present in your art form, you're no longer in the art form. You're in your head. And the point is to be in the art form. And so that's hard. It's not easy, and you don't have to shame yourself when your mind drifts. It's normal. But I always look at it like the minute that you're judging or criticizing, you take yourself out of your form. And when I commit myself, this is my time to be. This is my time to be with the form. And it was really nice to hear your singing, because it just in the piano, and it felt like a true collaboration. And I was so present with the music and with your voice, and it was like, I lose sight that I have a body. It doesn't feel like I have a body. It's just movement and motions. And then I come back to the body and the space. And it's always this play of in and out and in and out. And it's lovely. Yeah, so thank you. It was so nice yesterday.
Oh, same for me.
Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you. So that's the hardest part. What is your favorite part of what you do, of your creative work?
Everything. It's a gift to be able to express myself from a deeper place than I feel in form, which is really nice with art, because you have the ability to really take what's within and then put it out in something physical. And then a lot of times in life outside of my art, I don't have the opportunity to do that. And I feel like words lack a lot of times what I feel and think and perceive. So I find myself being silent, but with my art, I feel like I could scream and express myself fully and everyone could hear. And that's such a valuable thing for me, and I love it. It's it's such a gift. Every day's a gift.
What do you wish people knew about what it means to be a creative artist?
I think I wish what people knew, that's hard, that we are real people, that we really are here, that we believe in something. And it's so hard when I am in the studio, I'm around artists all the time, I forget myself that it's truly special. And I'm around creative energy all day long. And I wish people knew how easy it was to be creative, and that you don't need it to be in an institution, and you don't need to pay a ton of money to learn how to express yourselves, and you don't need to go to this workshop. And those are nice, those are luxuries, but art is for everybody. And I wish people knew that it's okay to feel like it's inaccessible and then find some sort of entryway and play with it. Because I feel like I am always been a dancer, but I'm like, what if I could paint? What if I could do this? What if I could do that? And then feel shut down. And that's part of the process. I just wish people knew, and I wish people taught people and encouraged them to express themselves more through a form other than language.
So do you think the arts have a place in reflecting the times historically?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, without a doubt. If you destroy art, you destroy all people, the lineage of people. You know, you look back on ancient societies, and when you read in literatures, like that's the remnants of their art, and that's what they have. And you see these artifacts from Greek, these potteries, and that's art, and that's the start of time. And then archaeologists study this, and then they gather ideas of what their life was like based on these artworks. So, you know, and then, you know, burning of the arts and trying to get rid of certain programmings, what you're doing is you're silencing, and you're saying, no, this isn't, you can't express this, no. And then you're silencing the people. They might not know that because they're talking, you know, but you're not allowing them to go into something deeper within themselves. And that's so sad, I think.
So on a related note, do you think creative artists should engage in social activism through their art?
I think that is definitely an individual choice. I am a social activist, so for me, that was a path that I found. And I think that when you get deep in your art, naturally you become an activist. So I think they go hand in hand. Yeah, I mean, definitely. There's so much that we could do as artists to help people see more clearly and find a voice, and it's everywhere. You can do anything, and going into cities that don't have art programs, and it's really a beautiful time to be an artist now because of all this miscommunication, misinformation, and the feeling of lack of. And I feel like my art makes me so full, so I have so much to offer, and I'm always looking for ways, where could I be of help, where could I be of service? I know my voice, and I want you to know yours. So what can we do? How can we start a conversation that opens that up and allows that to flow? And that's in school systems, that's in hospitals, nursing homes. You know, it's New York. There's so much need here. You know, there's a few theaters where everyone tries to perform at, but in reality, on one street, there's like 1,000 options of how you could be an artist, you know?
All right. I really enjoyed talking to you about
Yeah,
this.
It was nice. Thank you.
Suzzanne.
Thank you.
And I can't wait till the concert.
Yeah, me too. I'm so thrilled. Yeah, thank you.